Next, I'm going to run through a file that isn't quite ready for print and has a few common issues that we see here at Spyder with the file. I'm going to run through how to fix these issues and get it ready for print. Now, firstly, we can see that this design is not the correct size. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to squish that back up to fit inside the page size here. Now from here we can see that the bleed line is out here, but this background is not extended to it, which is not correct. We need to extend all the background content right out to this bleed line here. It has to be all these layers. There we go. Next we can see the safe visual section here, and we need to make sure that all text and logos and important information is inside of this area. Now, as you can see, this text up here is not quite in that area, so we're just going to bring that down. And I'll just align that there. There we go. Now with this text, I'm going to check the black to make sure it's not too rich of a black and adequate for printing. So yes, these values are too high and we need to lower them down. This is about the highest we recommend for print. There we go. And as you can see here, this bit of text here is not outlined. So to make this text outlined, we'll go to Type, Create Outlines. There we go. And now we'll check the image quality, starting with this logo. Let's see if it's vectorized. No, it's not, since it's all pixelated. We highly recommend using vectorized logos and text. With the logos, we recommend high-res PDFs, EPS files, SVG files, AI files, anything like that. So I'm just going to swap this out for a higher res logo. This one here is an EPS file. So I'll just line that there. And I'll check that. So now you can see the difference. It is a lot sharper. And while we're here, I'll scroll down and check the image quality of this picture here. And see, this is fairly pixelated, so I'm going to place in a higher res version of this image. With images, we usually recommend 300 dpi at quarter size, or full size and just 72 dpi, or something close to that. So I'll get rid of that, we don't need that anymore, and I'll place in this higher res image, and I'll check the image quality there. Much better. There we go. Next, I'm just going to make sure there's no spelling mistakes. That looks good. And I'm also going to check that nothing will drop out. A good way to test this is to go to View, Overprint Preview. And as we can see, this text here dropped out, so we'll fix that. We'll just unselect that. And then I'm going to go to Windows. Sorry, make sure the text is selected first. We'll go to Window, Attributes, and then we're going to untick this box. You don't want this box ticked. There we go. Now if we test that again, overprint preview, we can see the text is still there, which is good. That's what we want. All right, that file is now looking good to go. So we'll just export that with the correct settings and then that can be sent off. So File, actually because this is an Illustrator, we'll go Save As. Save it to the correct folder. Give it the correct name. Let's go and we're going to change this from an AI to a PDF. Save. Make sure the bleed is selected. You can also add in crop marks, but it's not usually needed unless you have part of your background as white. Output, and these settings are all good. There we go. Save PDF. And there you go, a file ready for print.